All of these people in my life acting berserk. I'm feeling all pissed off and hurt. I need to know if I am the jerk. Oh, am I the jerk?
All right, this person wants to know if they were a jerk for how they handled this negligent dog mom. The email says, a woman was walking two big-ass doodles 10 feet from my front door when one of those two doodles took this massive dump. So I see this woman, she looks at it, and then she just starts to walk away from it. So I hustled out of my door and I asked her if she was going to just leave the pile of poo there. She's like, oh, I don't have a bag. I'm sorry. Well, I expected she was going to do this, so I actually pulled out a baggie that I grabbed on my way out the door, and I went to hand it to her. And as I did, she hustles away saying, oh, yeah, I got to get to work. I don't have time. So I picked up the poop with the baggie and I threw it at her. I missed, but she saw and turned around, flipped me off, and called me an a-hole. But I argue she's the bigger a-hole. What do you think?
The one with the poop that left it, definitely the a-hole. And you don't throw poop at people either, though. So she's a jerk on that. They're both kind of jerky. I get why you were mad, because I can't stand when people leave poop on the ground, especially when they're so blatant doing it right in front of people and they don't care.
Right.
They'll let the dog dump right on, a walking area.
Right.
Don't pick it up. I mean, that is such a nards.
Mm-hmm.
Who the heck do you think you are? But you also don't take the poop and throw it at the person, because let's say you do hit the person. Now you're going to get an assault charge thrown at you.
Well, it's insane. And not to mention, too, did you then go to wherever you threw it? Like, say she's on a sidewalk or on the street. Did you then go pick it up afterwards and throw it away? Because if not, what you've done is the dog probably pooed in the grass, and now you've put it in a place where somebody's going to walk or drive, and then that's going to get on their foot, their tire, whatever it might be. And in a sense, you put it more into the arena where somebody's going to be stepping on it.
They're both jerks.
I think this person, I'm getting dude energy on this.
You can't throw poop at people. I mean, you just can't. How are you going to defend that?
Yeah, and I think they wanted to be a bit of a jerk. But, yeah, I don't know. The fact that you put it into the play of the arena and you wanted to hit somebody with it, now she started it.
You got involved.
Yeah.
You now you're picking up the poop, the dog poop, and now you're throwing it. Yeah, did she go back and pick up that bag?
And if I were the one that stepped in it, you asked me who's the bigger jerk, I'm going to be like the guy who just threw the dog poop into the sidewalk or the street where I just stepped in it. They're the bigger jerk.
Didn't handle it the right way.
No, he didn't. He at least tied on that. So I'll call that a push. But
Yeah, they know each other.
yeah, you know each other out. You're both jerks. You both handled it completely wrong. Okay, this person wants to know if they're a jerk for not saying something. It says, I got a friend that does a lot of community work for veterans and the homeless. She has a very successful company, and she hired a person I know to help her. He was basically her VP. He's an ass and not a good person. Do I have an obligation to tell her or mind my own business? I chose to mind my own business and said nothing. Well, months go by, and he steals from her and made her life a nightmare. She's now suing him, and he's suing back. So what's the lesson here? Should I have said something, and am I a jerk because I did not?
Well, sometimes you don't want to get involved with that, because it's, what are you going to say? This guy's a jerk. I don't like you. You have to have proof of someone doing wrongdoing.
Yeah, did they ask you? Was that a responsibility? Was it a reference? Anything like that? No. And
no, I don't think you're a jerk, because you were going on his vibe. You didn't know he was going to steal money from her. You had no idea.
Yeah, I agree. I'm going not a jerk on that. And finally, what about this? Am I the jerk for skipping my dad's celebration of life? It says my dad passed away last year, and we've been planning a celebration of life for next month. However, ever since he passed, there's been so much drama in my family. Somebody's gone to jail. There was suing involved, maybe some physical altercations. And to be honest with you, I don't speak to either of my siblings anymore. My stepmom is adamant about this celebration of life, which makes no sense for a group of people who hate each other. My dad was cremated, so we're not even having a formal ceremony. She hasn't scheduled anything and is basically just forcing us all to get together. I don't feel like this is even honoring my dad, so I don't plan on going. Am I a jerk for skipping it?
So she's doing celebration of life, but it's not a celebration of life. That's where I'm confused at.
She's doing a celebration of life, but the dad's been cremated, so it's not like they have a body. They've got that. She
You
just
can
hasn't
still-
gotten around to doing it.
You can do a celebration. We did that with my mom, and she was cremated.
Yeah, and a little bit of time has passed. It was last year.
How I would handle it, this is what I would do.
Yeah.
I would go by, I'd say hello, everybody, and then I'd bounce out. Stay there, say a few nice words, and then bounce out. But that's how I would do it. It's up to you. You only got one life. If you hate your family, you think something's going to go down.
Yeah, things may not work out with family, but I would always want to feel like I wasn't the reason why my family was dysfunctional and didn't get along.
Yeah, I mean, you could be you could rise above and be the better person. Go there, hey, Miss Dad. All right, guys, I love you, and I'm out. And then you still go, you still honor it, and then you're not the jerk at that point.
Yeah, I feel like taking the higher road is the better play on this.
Man, if Virginia was here, hell no, we're not going that thing.
Probably not, yeah. Or she would go just to punch her sibling in the face.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's why she would go. Okay, I'll punch him right in the face.
This is how we do. It's the KBJ Show.